good guys, my name is Marco, and this summer I finally made it to Egypt for the first time in my life. In this video I want to show you my experience, and we're gonna see different cities, temples, and some other Egyptian stuff. As you can see now, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Hope you enjoy, let's get started. After 4 hours of flight from Italy, we finally touched down in Egypt. I was with my brother and we got picked up by the pickup service of the hotel that was placed in Giza. And once we arrived, I could finally see the Giza Pyramids for the first time, and I spent some time during the night enjoying them from the room. The next day, we headed to Alexandria with our breakfast boxes. We met our new driver for the next 2 days in Cairo, and once we arrived, we visited the Pompeii's Pillar. And this is the citadel of Qaitbay, entirely built with the remains of the lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. We had lunch, and after eating some fish with this view, we reached the new library of Alexandria. Then we came back to Cairo, and the next day we visited the Giza Pyramids. I was waiting a lot for this moment because I love watching documentary about them, and finally, here we are. This is a statue of Ramses II. It is located in Memphis, one of the old capitals of Egypt, and we spent some time visiting the monuments here in Memphis. And then we headed to Saqqara, where is placed the oldest pyramid in the world, built for Pharaoh Djoser. We spent the night visiting Cairo, and we went for a walk in the real heart of the city. In the morning after, we got to visit the Egyptian Museum. It was time to leave the city, so we took a train to Aswan, in the south of Egypt. We got on a Nile cruise heading to Luxor, and on the first day, we found out the Nubian village.
Where are you from?
Italy. Italia.
That's the temple of Abu Simbel. Located in Aswan, it was built by Ramses II, and the 4 big statues show how much dedicated the Egyptian people were on building temples like this one. Next to this, we can also see the Nefertari's temple. way back to the cruise, we visited Philae Temple. It is located on a highland in the Nile River, and the only way to visit it is to take a boat driven by a local. The temple is dedicated to Isis, because as the legend says, when Osiris was assassinated by his brother Seth, Isis took refuge on the island to recompose Osiris' body. Then we came back to the cruise, and during the evening we reached Kom Ombo. The temple of Kom Ombo was dedicated to Sobek. Sobek is a god with human body and the head of a crocodile, even though during the years the Egyptian people started to associate this temple to the god Horus, son of Isis and Osiris. Personally, I like so much this temple. I think it is one of the best temples I visited, because we managed to see that with the sunset, and as you can see, it was such a vibe. After visiting Edfu, a temple entirely dedicated to Horus, we finally arrived to Luxor in the afternoon. As first, we visited Luxor Temple. This temple is completely dedicated to Ramses II, and being here was like to be in a film, cause as we did in Kom Ombo, we see that during the sunset. At 6 AM in the morning, we headed to Karnak Temple. This temple is the biggest one in entire Egypt, and it is linked to the Luxor one by the Sphinx Avenue that's 3 kilometers long. Being here, the sunrise was a different kind of show. As the final stop in Luxor, we headed to the Valley of Kings. We paid an extra ticket to see the tomb of Tutankhamun. It was discovered only in 1922, and it was the only one which contained all the treasure the family had given to the king thousands of years ago. This is the last temple we visited, and it is Hatshepsut Temple, dedicated to the only woman who reigned in Egypt for a long period. After ending the visit in Luxor, we took a bus to Hurghada, a city on the Red Sea. We took a boat to Orange Bay, a beach on the Giftun Island. It has a very clear water, and we spent time chilling on the beach and doing some snorkeling. From here, it was time to relax, and at the end, I tried to enjoy myself.